Evening. Good evening, YouTube. This is Dawn here, welcoming you back for another movie night review, number 392, called Witchy. It is a horror short comedy film, and let's get into the movie night review right now. All right, so there is a teenager, and she has a lot going on. All right, but the only thing is that her boyfriend may have cheated on her. All right, so her father wants to go out for Halloweening, and she doesn't feel like it. So she has to kind of open up to what's going on because he really wants her to enjoy everything in front of her, what's there. Okay. So they make it to a house, and there's an enchantment. It's either witchy or not witchy, but what she finds out there saves not only herself or her lifestyle, but it also saves the one who's doing the enchanting. All right. So there is a witch tale here, and a tales of all tales, and the witching part is she's casting a spell in order to see something and recognize that a person is involved with something, okay? And once she involves herself with it, there's no going back because he cheated too, all right? So what has happened is the deceased about him, or the other side about him, has crossed over to tell her that he's no longer with her in that manner. Okay? So the subject for tonight is called Bear's Admittance. There's a whole lot of truth, and there's a whole lot of truth to be told. So whenever I go involved with saying what mine is, that was that. If I have to cast another shadow and say to myself that I would ever come back to you, it would only say the whole thing, Bear's Admittance. Never would I want to see you again in that light or that lightless accountment that has already explained itself fully. If you are the only available, then you would only know that Bear's Admittance is the only reference that you would give yourself to not give yourself anything. Because there's too many people that only recognize too much that is like for sake of nothing. And too many people recognize themselves to be that one. So when all of them fall together, it really doesn't matter who the fucking snake tongue is. It just only matters you knew what that was. So minding your business and not minding your business is the only thing that gets you by, because Bear's Admittance is only grabbing you at a point of I am the one, I see things, and I am the truth, or be told everything is accounted for. You are the only one that sees that you did these things, so please allow and bear witness nothing that you are the only one. Feel free to be you, but everybody doesn't feel that way. If I have to say that everything is done, then everything is done. But if you say it, I have to go to the next load to counteract why a person's even available. Never in the quietness of quiet does the sleek ever tongue themselves out to say things. It's no different than saying fuck off. But when we catch up to that, you only say ketchup. Ketchup. And I said catching up. Are you irregular, or are you indifferent, or does somebody have to have an oval to talk with? You are the only one that sees these things, and nobody sees nothing at all if you are there. Keep in mind that you are forsaking the assembly and you are doing the dutiful, but nobody knows that you have passed that much to say that you're passing grades. If we're saying pass, then do it as that, not as a subsequent definition. You are the only one who sees you, so please view out and come back in at a forsaken assembly, because nobody wanted you and neither does anything.